Hello everyone, welcome back. I am Paradoxwitch and this is now day 9 inside our Omega City. I had to think there for a second. I remember, yeah. So this is day 9 inside our Omega City. We got a lot of stuff still going on. I've got this tower. I'm putting in another medium wealth level. They finished building the high wealth level and everybody's moved in. That achievement, well, not achievement, but that like quest or a task, I don't know how you want to phrase it, it did come back. The game wants us to fully convert one of the mega towers into an Omega Co tower, which won't be that hard since I think this tower is just about ready. So what I'm going to do in this particular, well, no, I'm actually not going to be able to. Well, like I said, I think it may take maybe like running about 3 more hours for this to become a full Omega Co tower. I know this one won't be an Omega Co tower for a while, and the other high wealth tower, it'll probably be a while on that. So good grief, I started to cough for a second. I also have over here in our commercial district, this little place is starting to turn into their level 2 commercial building. It's probably gonna be like a law firm or something. But what I'm gonna do real quick is right about here, I'm going to put in the community college. I think I'm going to probably put it along this street right here, because now I want these buildings over here to become more medium wealth is what I'm hoping for. And with more people, how's our education system looking first? Yeah, so we got everybody enrolled, I think. Yeah, so we got a lot of people enrolled, and okay, I put that in. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna plop in. Oh, I can't put it over there. Okay, well, that's fine. Here, I need to reorient myself so I can see a little bit better. There we go. So I'm gonna plop down the community college right here. You want to put down your colleges as close as you can without getting all the pollution effects, as close as you can to the what do you call it, the industrial area, because the closer they are, the quicker they turn into wonderful medium wealth places. I mean, not medium wealth, but medium tech factories. So now we're gonna start bettering our city now. But the thing is, when you have when you have like college educated people, they become more aware of the crap inside your city. So they'll start complaining and protesting. That's the only thing I have to say that I do not like about it, is that you get a whole bunch of whiny protesters. And yes, I'm calling protesters whiny people. So, okay, so we're good on that. I don't think they've moved in yet. It still may be vacant. Yeah, that's still vacant. But I don't think that's going to put over the edge for population wise, but it's going to drop this down to about 300 available jobs, and that should be it for right now. Our unemployment level is right where, well, our vacant job ratio is right where it needs to be. So the other thing that I want to do real quick is, there was a little low wealth house that was tucked in between here and here, and during the break and everything, when I talked to Takno about it, he's like, I was like, can this affect that? And he's like, I don't know. He's like, the way the game does stuff, he's like, you kind of never know. So as much as I hate it, I'm gonna have to boot those people from their home. But he said that that should be plenty enough room to expand. It's just that they're not expanding. Let's see, are they gonna build back? Hope they don't build back. Okay, it's looking like they're not. Okay, so that's good. But yeah, he said the things that make them unhappy, it's astounding. Oh, that did put me over the limit for people. Okay. Yay! Even though I got rid of that, yeah, it put me over the limit. Okay. So we got a new module. That's good. Yay, fireworks for everybody. Okay. So, what do I want to do now? I'm thinking I may end up moving this down here if I have enough room. But for right now, I am going to go with... I'm going to go with the Department of Transportation. And I'm just going to plop it on top of this real quick. Yeah, so that's going to give us access to bigger buses. Okay. Okay, hold on for a second. So, is that coming near my house? Yeah, there was a fire truck going near my house, and it was like slowing down, so I'm assuming that it's going to like one of the houses that is actually behind my house. But hey, I hope whoever it is, I hope they're very much so okay. But as long as the fire truck's not pulling up to my house, like, that's the important thing. So the other thing that I'm gonna do real quick is I'm actually gonna get rid of this. Okay. And I'm gonna hope and pray that they don't rebuild. And if they do rebuild, I'm gonna hope and pray that they rebuild into something more suitable. Are we good? Yeah, I don't think they're gonna rebuild, but I'm keeping an eye on it. Okay. And we got something else. Oh, we can upgrade the mayor's mansion now. Yay! Okay, our biggest people out there protesting. Oh. She hasn't had a day off in years. I'm sorry. But you haven't lived in the city for years, so complaining to me is kind of pointless. Okay, so I'm going to put in right about here. I'm going to put in that guard thing. Okay, so that done. Yay! So we got... Did I put a... I don't know if I put a bus stop right here. Oh, no, I did. I put the wrong thing down. Okay, so... I don't want to put that down. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm going to try to zoom in as close as I can so that I only get this little guy right here. Because the school bus stops don't actually work on this particular thing. You actually need these public transport things. So I'm going to put that right about there. That should work. Okay, so that will help people get to the community college a little bit easier. And this is just telling us, like, you know, community college does this. Oh, it didn't pop up. Okay, so I'm going to put the sign and the flag. There we go. And we don't actually need to expand that. That should be plenty enough to get the ball rolling, to let people know that that's a community college and they can go there and get their education on. So we got buses. I may end up putting the new bus station right along here. Okay. I think that actually should work. Oh, I think they moved back in. Did they? No, they didn't. And they're still not increasing their density. Dang it. Okay, so I don't know what I can do to get them to increase their density. Right now, they're just gonna have to be moderately cranky people about their density. Because I've gotten rid of everything that can possibly be causing them problems with residential density. So, I don't know what else to do. Okay. So, that's building up very nicely. And we can't put... It would be really weird if you had like bus stops along this like overpass, but so far it's looking, I will say it's looking pretty spiffy. Okay, so I'm going to put in security and then what do you call it? The park level, and then the top. I'm thinking the top of this one is going to be a what is it? Lost my train of thought. For this crown, I think I'm gonna put in advertising. No, advertising. Yeah, yeah, so it will boost the amount that people, like getting people in. This one, I am going to put a solar generator on top because it will actually make 400 like kilowatts of energy, and all that power takes a huge load off of our regular oil power plant. But so far so good on that. Still would like to know what Omega's made out of. So I may, like I said, I may end up putting in another Omega Co production line, but I'm gonna try to hold off on doing that just for right now, because like I said, I kind of don't know what I want to do with this. Because I'm trying to make sure I have room for every last thing that I want to put into the city. And the thing is, I can't put anything else over here. Well, at least I don't think I can put anything else over here. Let me double check. Can I put in another, well, that mega tower? I don't want to have any of my mega towers interfere. Yeah, so I may end up having to put a Omega Co production line along here. As much as I don't want to, I may end up having to do so. Such a pretty looking purple, but that can't possibly be safe to breathe in. I mean, the only thing they tell you about Omega is that it's made of oil and ore. And I'm 90, crap. Yeah, so Takano actually left the thermometer on top of the desk, and when I moved my chair and I was stretching my arms, ended up knocking this thermometer off of the desk. And it's one of those digital ones that I paid, hey, get back over here, Yeah, it's one of these digital thermometers. I think we paid all of 99 cents for it and everything because like we really I have a thermometer, but according to him, I am the world's worst like sick person because I was like he told me to go to sleep. So I went to sleep when I had the flu and everything, and he did not see where I had put the thermometer. So I think he assumed that I either hid it or tossed it out, but he was a very nice at the time. He was a very nice boyfriend. Now he's a very nice husband, but he ended up like not being able to find it. And the way he works is if he can't find something, he will just go buy a new thing. I was like, I really hope one day he does not forget that. Like he's like, I can't find something in the fridge, I'm gonna go buy another one. But yeah, he ended up going and buying like a brand new thermometer, and it cost all of, I think, like I looked at the receipt, it was like 79 cents. And I will say thank you, Walmart. Like during cold and flu season, you do mark your cold and flu aisle down remarkably. But he said I was absolutely terrible. He's like, you had the flu. And I do remember this part. I remember hearing our house phone ring and everything because like we're trying to get into this habit where we don't bring our cell phones into the bedroom so that we're not constantly like checking social media or just up watching like funny cat videos. But I remember that I had heard the phone ring, and I remember getting out of bed, and I remember next thing I know, like my knees like hitting the carpet that's in the bedroom. And he's like, you passed the frick out. And then you just stay there for a minute. He goes, I helped you up, but then you got up to go see who had called, and then you returned the phone call. It was one of my friends who had called. He's like, you are absolutely worse, like at being sick. And he's like, you didn't feel well. And he's like, I knew that you were running a fever. And he goes, you had no voice, but he goes, you were still like up and trying to do the dishes. You were doing your laundry. You were like doing day trade. Like I was doing everything that I would normally do, just with like 100 and something degree fever. And he's like, oh my gosh, like next time, like every flu season now, he's like, they mentioned the flu on TV, you have to go get a shot because I am not putting up with you like having the flu again. He's like, that was an awful nightmare, and I don't want to do it again. I'm like, you are such a jerk. And he's like, yes, I am a jerk because I do not want you to get sick, and I do not want to be like, oh my gosh, if you don't stop, I'm going to tape you to the bed. Like I do distinctly remember him saying, oh my gosh, I'm going to that kinky store on the other side of like town, and I'm gonna ask them if they have fuzzy handcuffs, but not the sexy kind, just so I can handcuff you to the bed so that you will stop freaking getting up and like doing crap. And that's the thing. Like I will admit I can sometimes be a not nice person when I have the flu, but I don't think it warrants like him having to like, you know, duct tape me to a bed or anything. Like I think that's overkill. But I will say I do have despite having like respiratory issues, I do have like a pretty decent immune system, at least for right now, and that's probably because I overload my system with immune boosters. And my family is going out for New Year's, and don't get me wrong, I love my family, but they love celebrating something. I always say we're like Hispanic people. We're always celebrating something, like a new baby, something. So like, because like on Sundays I go to church with my family and everything, it ends up being a situation where I'm like, I have to like overload my system with vitamin C and emergency and like everything on the boost your immune system aisle, so that I'm not like harfing up a lung in the middle of church and everything. And now that they're doing like this, like this is how like vanilla I am at times. For New Year's, instead of going to Vegas and instead of going to New York like we had originally planned, we were actually going to go downtown to the Wellness Arena, where a local church, every year they do kind of like a Christian themed New Year celebration. And it's one of those things where I'm like, Okay, like, I was really gonna turn it down, but I'm like, it's my grandma. How can I say no to that? Um, can I actually put hospital over here? Might actually be able. And it's gonna be a while, so we'll see. But yeah, so we're doing doing the downtown New Year celebration. So it means that starting today, I have to start overloading my immune system with, like, immune boosters, just so that I know that I'm not gonna be like sick the next day. Even though I did set aside that I'm gonna give myself like a recovery day. Like, I know for a fact I'm gonna need a recovery day. There's no doubt about it. Ugh, our water situation over here is not looking too good. I was hoping that was gonna be a much darker blue. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in, how's our water pump situation? Just because we do have the money, and I mean, look at us, we're making like close to $10,000 an hour off of our Omega City. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to do back to back on that. And then I'm also, just for the heck of it, I'm going to bulldoze this and put down a filtration pump so that we can do the never-ending water trick. Okay, so that's a filtration pump. I'm actually going to put, I'm going to put it right here. Okay. And as you can see, that is outside the boundaries, but we have that mod installed that lets us build stuff beyond our borders. So that's good, 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 good. Okay. Okay, so now as you can see, we're back up to 179 months supply on water just in this particular area. So that's good. So far we're not running into any problems with garbage, which is what I'm really, really super mega thrilled about. Okay. Actually, let's take a look and see what our garbage situation is. We might need to add another garbage truck. I don't think I need to add another garbage truck because we've got recycling and whatnot. Okay, so garbage is this one. Ooh. Yeah, we need to, our people are actually recycling a heck of a lot more. So what I'm gonna do is, because we only have like 2 pickup, okay. Is this the garbage truck? Okay, yeah, so this is the collection truck. And so I'm gonna plop down another collection truck. I can actually put down 2 more collection trucks. And then I'll put down 1 more of these to take stuff to the recycling center. And I may end up having to bulldoze that and move it, but for right now it's good exactly where it is. Okay, and then I'm also going to put down there we go. And then I'll put down another garbage truck right there. Okay, so that's going to take care of our garbage pickup, at least for right now. Once we start getting the drones, because I think I said this in like episode 4 or 5, the drones, once they get used, or like the newest model of drone comes out, the Sims, they trash them and they will fill up your landfill pretty quick. And then the thing that I learned with my other city is to have 2 of these incinerators and have 2 garbage dumps, because what this place can't handle, like, they try to, as hard as they can, they try to collect all of their recyclables and whatnot. So, it, what was I getting ready to say? I derailed myself again. Okay, so now remember, the drones that get thrown into garbage, what can be recycled will be sent here, and we can sell it at the trade depot. Everything else about the drones ends up being put in the landfill, but I'm trying to keep garbage down as low as freaking possible. And I will say it is going to be an ordeal to keep everything low at everything. But eventually, like, once we get the bigger depot and everything, that will make shipping stuff out super, super quick. Okay, so we're actually full of freight. Okay. So for right now, we're good. That was the other thing that I kind of wish that they had done with The Sims. If you have extra freight, it would have been nice that your excess freight, like, you could sell it. Just like you can sell your plastics from your plastics reclaim and stuff like that. Like, that would have been something nice. Like a nice little added feature. Okay, so everything's getting collected. We got about 300 more garbage things. Well, it says that they're done for today. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna grab some water real quick. I should actually grab some more water in between filming. That was good water. But let's check and see how. Okay, they're still medium tech. Tech hasn't filtered through here yet. I think it takes probably like a sim week or two, which for like us it will only be like an hour or so. But oh, that's actually okay, that's good. Okay, so we're still doing good on jobs. Like, that's actually really still good numbers on what, available jobs and everything, because eventually, once these places turn into medium tech, they will hire more people. So even if these places expand, still won't run into a situation where they're not being able to fill positions. But if they can't fill positions from everydayness, then it will turn into a situation where I will build mega towers. And I really, really want these little slowpokes right here to do what they're gonna do, because it's taking them forever to expand. And I want these to be bigger freaking towers. So what it may end up doing, since it's a Saturday, and it's okay if I leave my computer running on, not a Saturday, tomorrow will be Saturday, but if I let this just run overnight, I'm hoping that, one, I don't get any zombie outbreaks, and two, that I have like plenty enough space to do what I need to do over here. Okay, I want these to expand, and I don't want to have to delete this house for them in order to increase their density, but I may end up having to do that. And this is not expanding. I don't think they have enough room yet. So what I'm gonna do, I'm probably gonna delete this. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to go into this map, and then I'm gonna delete this, and then I'm going to delete that. Okay. And let's see if that maybe does it so that they can expand. Okay, there we go. So that's that. Okay, we're good. Oh, the news is on. Yay, news. Okay, so let's see if that gives them enough room to expand their density, because otherwise I don't know what else I can do than other than just completely demolish them and have this not be any sort of residential in this area. Just have this be like a big open freaking area and hope that these 3 and these 4 can expand out. But I can also, you know what, I can actually do that. Let's do that. So I'm gonna expand this all the way out to right about there. Yeah, that may be just good enough. I'm gonna expand. I'm gonna put so the houses that I deleted over here, I'm gonna let them build over here. So those people will come back, and just off camera, I'm gonna let this particular area build up, because what I'm thinking is that I'm gonna put an Omega Co place here. So this particular road right here, I'm thinking I'm gonna make this like our hospital area, or like along here maybe the hospital area. I'm not 100% sure of this yet, so don't quote me on it, but yeah, I may make this where we have the bigger fire trucks, and we have the bigger fire station with the hospital, and we have a bigger law enforcement presence is what I'm thinking. I'm probably going to end up doing with that. So okay, that may actually, yeah, this may actually work, because like I said, I want to keep everything dense and compact so that we have the highest amount of everything that we actually need within this city. Yeah, so that's gonna be absolutely perfect. I'm just keeping an eye on how that's gonna change the population. It's not gonna do much, but we got a lot of unsatisfied shoppers, and I'll figure out why they're so unsatisfied after a little while, but for right now, they'll be okay. But I'm going to end things right here. I will see you back here tomorrow, where we'll do, we may put it in a hospital, we may put it in a fire station. It kind of depends on what happens off camera with building and increasing density. So I will see you guys tomorrow.